देखिए, एक बात आपको बताऊं, जितनी भी इंफॉर्मेशन मैं आपको यहाँ से सच शेयर करूंगा, यू विल फाइंड इट ऑन यूट्यूब, यू विल find it on internet somewhere. You can ask for that information from ChatGPT. Okay, it's this, as far as information is concerned, information is not the problem, information is not the idea. I'm not here to give you information. आपके जहन में कोई क्वेश्चन हो जाए, आप किसी भी एआई से पूछें, you will get all the answers you want. So don't don't try to gather information. Work on transforming yourself, okay, and developing your skills. Chat GPT या YouTube आपकी skills develop नहीं करे, skills आपकी develop होंगी by doing these processes. Okay, so please spend time on that. हम intentionally काम कर रहे हैं. Okay, so as I'm working with people, I may not be vocalizing my intention. नियत करता हूं मैं आज हेल्प करने की इस क्लाइंट की अगले 2 घंटे में, ताकि वो अपने मसले okay, but what do we mean by intentionality? Whatever we are doing it on purpose. अगर कोई शख्स, उसकी स्किल सेट कम है लेकिन उसकी इंटेंशन क्लियर है, they'll still be able to help. लेकिन अगर एक शख्स की स्किल सेट बहुत हाई है, उसकी इंटेंशन क्लियर नहीं है, will not be able to help people. Okay, so there's a difference between intending and pretending. Okay, a person who is just pretending to help someone so they can look good, so they can, the client can say, जी जबरदस्त, बहुत ही समझदार कोच हैं जी, बहुत ही अच्छे चेंज आर्टिस्ट हैं जी, इनके पास जाके, so I can get those testimonials from people, so I can show it on my Facebook profile. Okay, I can send those, screenshots on profile. That's pretending, that's not intending. And that is what stop people from lasting in this profession. मैंने पिछले 30 साल में, आई डोंट नो, मैंने कितने ऐसे लोग देखे हैं जो इस फील्ड में आए और they came with wrong intentions. And I'm saying wrong, not in the negative sense, wrong in the sense of not really, doing things for, जैसे मैंने कहा जी इसलिए मैं साइकोलॉजिस्ट बन रहा हूँ क्योंकि मेरे साथ ये प्रॉब्लम था, तो मैंने कहा ये प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करना. That's a wrong intention for becoming a psychologist. You get this? So intention is first thing. And when we are working with people, we set a very clear intention. Now, I'm not going to tell you what your intention should be, but whatever we do it with conscious awareness why I'm doing it. Okay. So even if I'm moving my head from right to left, I do it with an intention. If I'm using this hand as compared to this hand, that is with an intention. If I'm touching someone, and agar मैं first through face-to-face session mein hu, if I'm touching with this hand and not this one, that is with intention. If I'm raising this finger and not this one, that is with an intention. Okay, so if I bring a certain expression on my face or make a modulation in my voice, that is with an intention. Okay, so there is intentionality behind everything that we do. And that is not to show people. Remember, that is not to pretend. Okay, but to intend. So that's the first thing, intentionality. What's the next thing? Abdullah, what's the next thing? Manual mein. Intention के बाद क्या चीज है?
Creativity.
Creativity. Okay, so हम एक strict process को follow नहीं करते. And here's the mistake that people make. People learn a technique and then try to apply technique on their clients. Okay, and then technique doesn't work. ये Panadol वाली approach है कि मैंने ये टेक्निक फिट करनी है क्लाइंट के ऊपर. No, it doesn't work that way. I may use a technique and it doesn't work, so I change the technique to so that it fits my client. Okay, I don't try to fit client on technique. क्या होता है कि जब लोग ऐसा कर रहे होते हैं, उस रिजिड माइंडसेट के साथ जब जाते हैं, तो जब वो टेक्निक काम नहीं करती है, जैसे ओ द क्लाइंट इज रेजिस्टेंट. There is no such thing as a resistant client. It's always inflexible coach. inflexible therapist, inflexible change artist. Okay, so we stay creative so we can come up with creative ideas, creative solutions. There's a very interesting book. There are several I'll share with you. There's a very interesting book called The Uncommon Therapy. This is a book about Milton H. Erickson, and it's a book by Jay Haley. And so जो मिल्टन एरिक्सन जो है, आपने अगर एनएलपी का कहीं भी कभी भी मेरा कोई सुना हो तो मिल्टन एरिक्सन का आपने नाम सुना होगा, and I'll be sharing with you a lot of information about him later. So he was extremely flexible in his approach in many different ways. So मैं अभी उसमें डिटेल में नहीं जा रहा, but you need to come up with some uncommon ways of doing things, not thinking about, okay, this is the technique I will use. So we remain creative. Okay, we remain flexible. And what's the third thing, Ali? I believe there's something more.
Precision, the
Precision.
discipline.
Okay, so हम जो भी चीज कर रहे हैं, we do with precision as best as we can. So for example, हम आगे जाके एंकरिंग की बात करेंगे. अगर फर्स्ट करो कि मैंने किसी के साथ विजुअल एंकर सेट किया है, and I've set an anchor with this hand and using my hand at this angle, so I'm showing a visual angle of my hand. Okay, so the next time if I want to use this, if I use it like this, it's not the same as this. So that precision, in anything. Similarly, if I'm using my language in a certain way with a client, I want to be precise in terms of what I'm doing. Okay, and I adjust in terms of how the person in front of me is taking. And to do that, I need to be in a different state of mind. I need to be paying attention to the person in front of me. और उस state को हम कहते हैं up time. हम उसके ऊपर इंशाल्लाह अगले सेशंस में काम करेंगे. Within this week you will experience this. So we stay in that highly focused uptime state where we are actually looking at the client. We are with the client completely, totally, with all of our senses. Okay, what's the next thing? I believe there is something more.
The goal, lasting change.
Okay, and हमारा जो objective है as a change artist is to help people achieve lasting change. Okay, now lasting change does not necessarily mean a lifetime lasting change. Think about this. कोई शख्स बीमार था, वो किसी अस्पताल में दाखिल हुआ, उसने किसी बड़े महंगे डॉक्टर के साथ इलाज कराया और अब वो तबीयत उसकी हो गई सही. सो अब क्या दोबारा वो बीमार नहीं पड़ेगा? इतना महंगा इलाज कराया है, इतने बड़े डॉक्टर से कराया है, सो अब इसको दोबारा बीमार नहीं पड़ना चाहिए. व्हाट डू यू थिंक? तो जी यानी सेहत ने लास्ट नहीं किया, पैसे जाया हो गए, डॉक्टर जो था वो स्किल्ड नहीं था, डॉक्टर का कसूर था. ओके, लास्टिंग चेंज का मतलब ये नहीं होता दैट द चेंज विल रिमेन फॉर एवर एंड एवर, but it lasts in the sense the person keeps gets in a track and they keep getting better. Yet we are humans, और इंसान जो है उसमें जो चेंज है, it will not last for a lifetime. There will be times when they will falter, there will be times when they will fall. Okay, वो इंसान के दर्जे से बाहर नहीं निकल जाएगा. Okay, so हम अगर हमने किसी के साथ काम किया, फर्स्ट करो somebody came to you and you help them with overcoming a phobia or a fear of some kind, or you help them develop a certain skill, and then few months or even years down the road they find कि वो phobia जो है वापस आ गया, your change, your work has failed. No, you have not. Then this change will last, means it will last in that specific context for a longer time than it previously did. It may not last forever. Okay, so हमारे जहन में this is where you can make a mistake and assuming कि मैंने तो वो किया था और जी उसको वो last किया, अगर वो अब last नहीं किया, so I've made some kind of mistake or there is something wrong with me. There is nothing wrong with you. Okay, so what's next? What does it take to be a change artist? Can somebody read?
Modeling of masters.
Okay, so let me just stop recording here ताकि हमारे पास वो छोटी videos में आ जाए. It will be easier for I'm doing this for you, dividing it in small chunks because मुझे पता है आप घर में बैठकर देख रहे हैं, कभी मोबाइल पे देख रहे हैं, कभी कंप्यूटर में, आपके ये छोटी छोटी वीडियोस में. I'll stop here. So next section आपको अगले इसमें मिलेगा.